Welcome back, everybody. It looks like Hurricane Hilery done touched down, and she dumping a whole lot of rain right here. Yeah, sorry about that. I know y'all don't get no blasting me on that. And welcome everybody to JJ's PC Builds. Today, we're investigating this hurricane. She already dumped about maybe a good 4 inches of rain right here, just to let you know. And doesn't look like it's getting any easier. So I figure I'd bring it right to y'all since, I'm right in the middle of it all, since I'm close enough to it. So just a fair warning, do not drive out there. If you're driving in the California area, Southern California area, please do not drive. That wind is whipping between 50 and 60 miles an hour. So, and it got really nasty really quick. So, you're best off not to drive at all if you can. Always remember that. Don't try to drive if you don't need to. Okay, so always keep that in mind. But I can tell you right now, it's still whipping out there. Not as bad. It just slowed down a little bit because it's doing its full circle around. So I'm trying to see if I can pull up some satellite images from NOAA. Let's go ahead and just pull up some NOAA data. Hurricane Center, Central Pacific, Eastern Pacific. No. There we go. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like we're in the thick of it. It looks like moderate to high, 70% rainfall. Just going to keep dumping as it just keeps twirling around. So I just want to say, well, I'm trying to there, Joe. I'm trying to be safe. I'm watching the weather, believe it or not. I'm watching the weather here. So I do appreciate that. And it doesn't look like it's getting any much easier. I don't know how long my power is going to last, but I'm sure it's going to last quite a while, hopefully. So I hope everybody out there, too, is staying safe. That's the thing, there's potentials of tornadoes. With this kind of wind, when you got between 50 and 70 or above, and you got potential for wind, rain, and, everything just to go wrong, especially when you're in a car, it will push you around. If that much wind will push you around, believe it or not. So it's not good to drive while you're having a hurricane. The streets are already flooded as it is. So that's the reason why I keep looking outside, is because, with all that rain going on, I want to see if it's going to come back through again. So we're not done with the rain. The rain's going to keep coming at us. This is just the beginning. It's just starting the beginning of this. You know, where I'm at, I'm about 10 minutes away from the border. So being that close, I'm up close and personal to this storm. So you think they're going to get it bad in San Diego and Los Angeles and everything. Oh, no, we're going to get it worse here because we're going to get most of the wind, the rain, and everything else. See, up there, they're just going to get probably some of it, but not all of it. Here, where I'm at, we're going to get all of it. So just keep that in mind. We're going to get every bit of what she's got to put out. It's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. I am trying to pull up some data for y'all and see if we can get something going here. Let's see. But I will be safe, Joe. I will be safe. But there is an emergency alert. If everybody wants to know that out there, there is an emergency alert for Southern California. Low-lying areas, they're requesting that everybody evacuate if you need to, but if not, hunker down and stay put. So, and the winds are just now getting here. They got here about maybe 12:30, 12:35, so this is just the starting of it. Looks like it's slowed down a little bit. And yes, I can see the outside from where I'm at, so I am watching out the window to see what this weather is going to do. I don't think I need really a radar to tell me that, so, you know. But this is going to go, right now it's moving at about 25 miles an hour north to northwest, and it's sustained winds about 65, between 65 and 70 miles per hour, just to let y'all know. And it's headed, its location's going to be headed 29, where it's located at 29.9 north and 115.6 west. So it looks like it's just going to keep coming. So we're going to have many hours of this storm. If it gets worse, I'll make sure, y'all know, stay inside. Whatever you do, you should have done either yesterday or early this morning. So whatever you're going to do or you need to do, make sure you stay indoors. That wind picks up, it will carry you along with that wind being strong. So I've seen many hurricanes. I've seen 47 hurricanes down in Florida. I've seen a lot over in my lifetime. So just to let you know, this is something you don't take lightly. You take it serious. And people were asking me, well, I've never been through a hurricane. Well, yeah, we know you haven't been through a hurricane. Over here, many people haven't been through a hurricane. There hasn't been a hurricane over here since 1930. So, yeah, it's kind of, people don't know much about how to deal with a hurricane. One, make sure, your windows are boarded up. If you know you're getting 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, make sure you board up your windows. Excuse me. And also to make sure anything that's outside, make sure you put it away, or make sure any loose items outside, make sure in your yard, make sure you put them away in a safe place to where they won't blow around. and cause more damage. You know, make sure everything around your house is put away, your garbage cans, everything. Because that wind, if it gets, 70, 75 miles an hour, it's going to start blowing things around. And that's going to become more of a problem for you, especially with your cars. A lot of people don't know that. Even a trash can hit your car at about 30 to 40 miles an hour and bust the windows. So do keep that in mind. If you've never been through a hurricane, hunker down, make sure you got everything tightened up. Make sure you got enough water, enough food, dry goods. Dry supplies are always best in case you lose power. Make sure you got enough dry supplies and be aware of your situation. And if it starts getting worse to worse and the water starts coming up near your house, then you made sure that you had it, made sure you planned early. If you're in a low-lying area, that you sandbagged up and to at least keep 90% of the water out. And make sure you got like a little hand pump too or something, some kind of water pump. That way, if the rain comes in too much over the sandbags, you can always water pump it back outwards. People thought I was crazy when I told them that. But when it comes to your house and how you sandbag, that water could come in regardless. But if you want to keep your stuff safe and dry, and you'll figure a way to, to get rid, to put the water on the outside, not the inside. So, but so far it has slowed down. The wind is still cracking about 25, 30 right now. By the way it looks to me. Let's see what else we got cooking here. So, let's see. Let's see if we got anything cooking right now. Okay, so the way it looks is Hilery she's a tropical storm, and she's getting closer and closer to the U.S. border. Just to let you know. Let's see. From what I'm seeing, the broad area of low pressure could form offshore of the coast of Central America or southern Mexico during the middle part of the week. This is what it's saying. So that looks like that, this could change at any time. So do be aware of your situation. Looking at it right now. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what else. Just be safe out there, guys. Truthfully, just be safe out there. You never know what could be going on right now. I mean, you get on the road and they have an emergency or something. Last thing you want to be is on the road. So do yourself a favor. If you don't need to travel anywhere, just stay at home. Just do that. Just stay at home and hunker down and be happy and, stay safe and, so that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping myself out of the line of fire. looks like the water's dissipating through the gutters. So that's a good thing. At least we're not flooded just of yet. So I'd imagine when we get flooded, it's really going to be really bad. But I don't see it happening right now. But I just wanted to make you all aware. Be safe. I know it sounds like a broken record kind of thing. But, you know, it always comes down to it. You know, just takes one little misstep and, you know, you're in a world of hurt. You're in a problems, you know, and that's what you want to try to eliminate, is try to be in one of those problem areas, you know. But so far I can tell you the way it's working, it looks like we're not doing too bad. I could imagine San Diego's getting hit, you know. Hopefully y'all stay safe up there as well. You know, let me see if I can switch you all over to this right here. So I'll switch y'all over so y'all can see this. There. Oh, my bad. There we go. So now y'all can see what's going on. Right here, you can see it's starting to push its way up towards Southern California. So, and it's moving its winds at 65. The pressure is at 29.18 millibar. And it's north to northwest at 25 miles an hour. So, storm warning for all of Los Angeles, San Diego, Tijuana, San Felipe, San Annabelle, San Rosalita. Looks like there's a warning going all the way through. And by Sunday, by 5 p.m., it should be up around Los Angeles area. And by Monday, 5 a.m., it'd be close to around where upper Nevada is what it's looking like. So right now, it looks like the worst of the worst is starting to head up towards Los Angeles and San Diego. So make sure y'all are prepared, because it doesn't look like it's, you know, it looks like it could be nasty, could be getting nastier, but that's just to let you all know. So, alrighty. So as we look at the radar once again, y'all get a good idea of what's going on. So, I was kind of, and believe it or not, I was kind of expecting the worst of the worst. And it looks like that the tropical storm is making a circle around. So that means that, you know, the rain just let up a little bit. So, but all in all, hopefully everybody's safe. You know, I seen out here, I had to tell a couple people, you better get up and get back into the house. Playing in that rain, you can wind up, and this is what people don't understand. You can't play out in this rain. You don't know if there's going to be lightning strikes or whatever, you know. And what I mean by whatever is, if there's lightning out there, do not get out in the rain. Do yourself a favor. Do not get out in that rain. I'll post that up to you guys once in a while, let you see what's going on the radar. But do not go outside and stand and play in the rain. It's very dangerous at that point. Do not do it. Not until this starts to pass to where the main bulk of the storm goes upwards. Because what's behind this storm right now, there's not much behind this storm. Everything's up front of it. So that's where the most of the brunt of the storm is. It's right up front, not behind. It's in the front. So as it circles around, it doesn't have that much to circle around, but it can circle around really fast. And it looks like it's almost about 275, 300 miles wide still. But once it starts to shrink down below a couple hundred miles, wide, then, it'll start really fizzling off. So do yourself a favor. Do not go out until this storm passes. Okay? And should have had all your business taken care of before you went out the door. This is not usually my normal thing to do. I usually don't normally do a weather report, but since I'm here looking at it, see what's going on, keeping my eye on it, in case there's a tornado or something that touches down, I'm just letting everybody know, be safe, because you never know what could happen. So the pressure's up a little bit, and the wind's dying down somewhat, but you still got a long way to go, and it's still got to cross through, coming from Mexico to the United States. So it's not there yet. The center of the storm's not there yet. It still hasn't crossed yet. They're saying around maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening, it might cross. So do be aware it might cross. And if it does, then, then we'll start seeing the brunt of the storm. But for right now, we haven't seen the brunt of the storm yet. It's still down in Mexico, the Baja, Mexico, and it hasn't made its way up yet. So well, it's got a lot of rain coming. It's got a lot of rain. And don't forget about all those depressions that are going over there in the Gulf of Mexico too. Because you got all that, you got like 4, I think they said 4 or 5, maybe possible tropical depressions that are starting up over there on the Atlantic side and the Gulf of Mexico side. So if you're living over there, be careful, because you never know. With Florida, there's always a potential of a hurricane coming off of Africa, coming all the way over, and boom, always that problem coming from one side to the next. It's every year, when you're in Florida, the drill. It's the same drill. So do be aware of that. I see some people started to drive, I told them that earlier today, I said, please do not drive. That wind's going to come hard, and it's going to come fast, and it's going to turn that rain into like needles. When that rain hits you hard and blasts you hard, it turns it into like nails. So with it whipping 65, 70 miles an hour, that rain turns into nails. That right there is the scariest moment you could ever have. So that's why I always say stay indoors. Nobody will get hurt. You'll stay safe, and you ain't got to worry about, if you're driving, you ain't got to worry about in case you get a rock in your window. You know, it can always blow out your window. Just to let you know, in a car. Because with the wind whipping, it'll pick up a rock really quick and it'll whip it at your window and boom. Guess what? You got glass all on you and everything else. Do not drive. For safety reasons. So, and I want to know how everybody's doing out there. Chat is open for everybody, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. Yes, I am a computer channel. I usually don't do the weather, but I figured today was the day that I had to do a little bit of weather. Because it seems to be happening right here, you know, and this is where it's happening. So, I mean, being close to a storm like this, it's kind of scary, but, you know, it's actually not. So, if you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. If you don't, then you'll be in trouble. But right now, it looks like it's pretty good out there. And yes, I keep poking my head out the curtain because I keep looking. And I know y'all see that white light that comes into the wind, you know, to the lens. And I do apologize for that. I'm keeping a close eye about what's going on outside. Because the weather can change at any time within the matter of minutes. And it could get really nasty really quick. And if it does, then I'll make sure, you know, I poke the camera outside the window so y'all can see it. Right now, it's kind of calm. That means it hasn't really picked up. We just got a little brunt of the storm. So, but do let me know how everybody's doing in the chat. This is actually, you know, I always wanted to see, well, actually, no. Actually, I'm going to say this really quick. My first year is coming up on YouTube. And I will be doing a live presentation on YouTube. So that comes September the 5th. I'm looking at maybe, I haven't got the time yet, but it's going to be on September the 5th. Maybe do it probably around 8 a.m. I'm still up in the air about it. Hopefully I can get everybody on and, you know, can have some fun and look at some of my old videos that when I first started, you know, when I first started my YouTube, you know, stuff like that. So, but anyway, looks like it died down. So, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back in about 1 hour. So, I'm going to cut the feed here. You all stay safe. And we will be back in an hour to let you know and give you an update of what's going on. So, do stick around. We will be back. And enjoy your day.